Да. Я вообще... Я про маленький пенис сказал, а не про сиськи.
Ты пойдешь на Волдеморт?
The only player in the world with 5 major trophies. That's something Apex would love to do. On the other side, you have Jacob, a major rookie coming in, potentially winning his first ever major at his first ever major. Frozen. He's been in so many big games before. He's not really won that much, right? Never have a Slovakian won a major ever before. That's something he wants to do. Regardless of the outcome of the game tonight, there's so much at stake for both teams.
Beyond that, I actually feel like for ZywOo, winning's not just enough. You need that major MVP.
Yes.
You need to cement 2025 as being your year and being the world's #1 player. Because I still think that the jury is out. Because the donk numbers, they are still impressive. But the 2 major MVPs, that might be more impressive.
He could totally change that discussion tonight. We do see the best of 5 maps that we could potentially be seeing play out tonight on our screens. Devil Walk, initial takeaways from what we see here.
I think the first thing for me is Nuke. I think that FaZe needs to pick this Nuke up. We've seen, you know, the losses that Vitality has been on Nuke, Dust 2, even Inferno, and I feel like these are the 3 maps that FaZe need to pick up. And my question is, for FaZe, they played Nuke 7 times at this event already. There are, I think, 25 maps in total, 7 of them have been on Nuke. And Karrigan has shifted up their T side multiple times. Even against this Vitality squad when he picked up a 13-7 win on this Nuke. Can he still make a game plan to surprise Vitality? Can he make them shaky? That's my question for them. It's hard to kind of figure that out because they've thrown out so much material already on this map.
I think that's one of the biggest strengths of FaZe coming into this playoff, but also coming into the grand final. I'm pretty sure if you ask Karrigan, he didn't necessarily know himself, you know, just a couple of hours ago what the gameplay would be. So how do you prepare for that if you're Extras, if you're Apex? Karrigan is the master at coming up with things on the fly. Sure, there's certain defaults, there's certain things they're gonna run out, but if anyone can change the tide of a game in the middle of it by the mid-round calling, it's Karrigan. You can only prepare that much if you're Apex, and they gotta be ready for basically everything.
We're talking a lot about the chaos that Karrigan and co could be throwing out on the server tonight, but yet we all went with Vitality. Maui, give me your side of the story. Why are you going with the Bees?
I just feel like this is where the BS gets cleaned up. Apex is a master at making sure that things are neat. Everything at this point has been completely outlined. All of the plays have been drilled through, and even if Karrigan has an ace up his sleeve, a new mid-round call that's going to attempt to surprise Vitality. Vitality, every single player is just rock steady, so reliable. Every single map, you can pick on a different guy as the one that's going to actually be able to solve the puzzle that Karrigan's throwing out for them. And so, yes, we look to ZywOo, we look to Rops, but even Mezzy, even Flamesy, sometimes even Apex, all of them can understand in the middle of a round how it needs to be won.
History speaks in favor for Vitality. There's no doubt about it. The one thing that has been able to, I guess, cement them as the team of the year so far is that they never lose to team below them, right? FaZe Clan has done such a good job getting into the grand final. Unfortunately for them, I think it ends here.
For the first time in history, we decide our major champion in a best of 5. FaZe versus Vitality begins now.
Grand final. Vitality versus FaZe. Unleash the beast. Good luck and have fun.
The culmination of 2025 is about to begin. A grand finale. One last clash. FaZe versus Vitality. Miracles versus Masters. Budapest, let's get loud!
This one's going to be special no matter what. The stories write themselves in this matchup. We're here to watch the rounds because we know there's going to be some special ones. Kicking off with a pistol. FaZe beat Vitality twice on pistols the last time they played Nuke.
Ooh, tough one for Karrigan out of the gate. Frag grenade right on him. Gap in that smoke, eyes all around it. FaZe, plenty of presence outside to begin this pistol. But we go down to a minute 10 and there's still no casualties. Apex signing up for a fight. And he knew from the moment he stepped onto that stage tonight, it was gonna be a fight. So remain ready.
There's nothing gimmicky about the game plan when FaZe play. They go outside, they default, they take it slow, they work picks.
Apex still just floating around. Can't believe that nobody's actually committed just yet. Down to 45 seconds.
I like he knows that he's interrupting this. When will he drop his guard is the question. FaZe will move now.
Starting to get a little more rambunctious. Frozen's got the first kill. ZywOo, Beretta's tap for the response. Main meant to be cut off. 2 players to come through it. At least the hunt does hold as Robs from the heavens cuts down Frozen. And this 3v3 still has some legs for FaZe as Brokey can't collect that kill up to heaven. He's got to also now reroute. We go 20 seconds and again it is an execution from Robs out of heaven. So clean with this pistol, but Brokey's gonna give him a taste of his own medicine. That's a chance to bail downstairs with bomb.
That's all they wanted, and now Twist protects the vent. You can't rotate from upstairs. It's gonna be a one-on-one on B.
Oh, Messi trying to run it down. Bomb's planted. Brokey hands off of it. We've got separated 1v1s. This could be it for Messi. And as Brokey gets around the cover, Twist is gonna take down Messi's teammate, but now still that last defender still so far cut off. There's 5 seconds left on that defuse. Only 5 seconds left. Messi gets off, and Twist is gonna catch him with a headshot and a clutch in the very first round of this grand finals.
He made him bite. He flinched first. That was enough to score the bait. FaZe on Nuke. The last time they played won both pistols. Here's a third from them. You know the best part about that stat?
Hit me.
It was 10 out of 12 pistols for Vitality until they played their last series. Both of the pistols they lost at this major were to FaZe.
There's something poetic about FaZe starting this for Vitality with that best-of-1 win. Put a dent in their armor, and then meet them again now in a best-of-5 grand finals. First round, clutch count hits 1. Twist's running down that stairs, just enough to scare him off it. But be cautious as you round these corners because there are still guns in Vitality's hands.
The lightest tag through the box here on Jacob.
Again, FaZe just getting this posturing outdoors, starting this round just like they did the one prior.
The desk brought it up. They're gonna come at, they have a lot of looks on Nuke. The thing is though, it's always been towards outside. We saw Apex last round, scouting it out. ZywOo's trying to push back in this direction, but they don't get the kill first, so they have to succeed the space.
It's a daunting test to begin your grind of a best-of-5 at this kind of a slow pace, especially now with Kerrigan taking damage. FaZe don't want to give up this momentum off the pistol win, and yet ZywOo remains a problem. And the FAMAS is going to clean up what ZywOo started, so that's the recovery they're looking for. Frozen trying to pinch into this upper hit with Brokey, but one end gets cut off. Good on Mezzi. Stays locked into those boxes, but if the Heaven players come up and over, then this bomb site's going to get unraveled. Flamesy drops with nothing to show for it, and FaZe find that appropriate route to cut back in, leaving options open with a bit of ramp control because of the way they tether off the other side of sight.
I think that was the unlikely move to go back upstairs. Obviously, with 2 players there for Vitality, it looked like you wouldn't want to do that. Apex was the one guy to dip lower, but with Frozen protecting the vent, it felt like the natural thing to do. Take lower, watch the vent, punish the one guy downstairs. Thing is, FaZe are frying right now. Like, they're hitting all their shots. That's a good sign. Now, obviously, for Vitality, like, FaZe have this amazing stat, and that's not losing a series at this major. It's best of ones that really cost them. Vitality, on the other hand, we just watched their last game. They were anything but perfect. They, by the end of it, were warmed up and looked amazing, but it took them a long time to get there.
Slow start on Mirage yesterday had us worried whether Vitality could kind of crank that dial to get in, whether Team Spirit were going to be a test too strong for them.
We can all say the trend for FaZe has been linear in terms of improvement. They're stepping up to higher levels of competition and then equally doing as well, winning each series. For Vitality, it's been a bit more parabolic, up and down. Not sure which Vitality you're going to get.
I'll tell you what you get in this one, unarmed for the most part. Still that Mag 7 floats out on the field, leave it to Apex to try to get weird. Kerrigan said in that
stage interview that he wants to play some funny Counter-Strike. Well, usually because it comes up FaZe's favor. Take caution as that shotgun walks its way over towards Secret, and yet again, 3 rounds in a row, FaZe Clan begin their moments on Outer. So this shotty could have a chance to catch somebody off guard. Hell, it could get an upgrade, then suddenly the pistol swarm.
You want some funny Counter-Strike?
Here it is, or there it goes, rather. Twists, instant headshot, creates that looming threat of more bodies pushing downstairs, and unfortunately for Apex, doesn't even confirm all of the members of FaZe that are actually there.
Twist is moving kind of crazy right now. He starts off already after 2 rounds, 5-0. I'm not sure if anybody's had a chance to shoot back.
Pistols will try to sign up for it next.
FaZe versus Rops.
Yeah. Oh! Excuse me? That's a pistol! And it's in Flamesy's hands as well! Tries to hit the drive-by, that's where Kerrigan's gonna end him. Out of nowhere, Vitality collect 3 5-7 headshots. And now Rops with his hands on that AK-47. Ready to try to fly up through this ladder, and oh, it's gonna get covered. Frozen, meant to be the savior of this one. Bomb goes down in the middle of all that. And despite the best efforts of the 5-7s, it's now back to the pistols here.
They're gonna let him settle. CT's coming in slowly.
5-7s are one thing, but what about the Deegs? Well, first one hits the ground. Chance at a blindside there. Mezzy missing his chances. 4 shots, and he still stands in the back of that bomb site. Frozen close the path, but hang on. Just 1 more needed here for Mezzy. He's gonna close that gap onto Frozen. Oh, and he'll nail him point blank, but with less than 10 seconds. It's that close, but let this be the message. Vitality will not go down without a fight.
Yeah, they kind of found a way to let him win that, honestly. If they had peaked at any point from Tetris, he was a dead man. They allowed him to reload and get that next eagle shot after he had warmed up and used an entire mag. So it's messy, but that's what we expect in this game. But what did Robs have for breakfast? He said this was going to be special coming to play against FaZe in this grand finals.
That'll keep you on your toes, FaZe Clan.
Little, you know, Mezzy's up to 4 kills, but you know, he really saved the day when they played against Spirit. He was the guy that made it all possible. You know, you give your thank, like you said, acceptance speech, you say, I'd like to thank Mezzy for getting us here.
Vitality put FaZe on notice before they come into this one. First gun round at hand.
Careful versus upper pops. This round's no kits for Vitality. They're not even gearing up for this right now. Bomb's going inside. They're going to put pressure on Squeaky.
Flamesy's ahead of that. And that flashbang finds him to perfection. Oh, Twist over main.
Who better than Twist?
Where have I seen this before? Doubles back off of that one. Vitality's first gun round goes up in nothing but a puff of smoke. Laid out flat on that upper hit.
Problem is for Vitality, they're showing FaZe that they can win. That's by far the scariest part about this start for FaZe. FaZe nonsense, to be PG about it, is the concept that they can win any round no matter what. FaZe math is that since they can win any round, then they can win any match. Vitality cannot let them win this many rounds in a row. They've got to stop it at some point. They throw out this Twist idea. It's like the Canada call, but just a 0.5 version. Just a taste, but it works so successfully. The flashes are perfect. And Vitality actually almost got in position to stop an upper pop really well.
Oh, faster pace with the nades out of the gate. And remember, ZywOo's op is out here on the field, so don't start cutting corners here for FaZe Clan. We had a nice tempo set in the first few rounds, and more often than not, Vitality are giving you a fight in the quote-unquote easier ones.
Now put a pin in. I mean, it's 5v4. Not great guns here still, but ZywOo on the best.
And one of the best. Never forget it.
The CT side versus Mongols is looking to just translate into this match. We saw what he could do.
Влад.
Here inside
О, серый тут. Серый мажор, походу.
First round, FaZe go quiet.
Я знаю.
Ты что не смотришь?
Зачем?
А чё?
Vitality
А чё
guessing,
похожего,
can't let these
подожди?
pistols gain too much.
Прическа только и все.
Да. Я не знаю, мне в какой-то момент просто резко напомнил это, типа...
Влад,
Ты типа боишься его имя называть?
Влад.
А я не помню,
Чё?
как его зовут.
Чё?
Сейчас идет самый главный турик по КС, можешь посмотреть, как это выглядит.
Поинтереснее дела есть.
Чё?
Ой, звонят.
Владу насрать.
Мне насрать.
Услышим.
The 5-7s are blessed today.
Headshots back to back. Jacob scoops up bomb. 1v3 under threat. And so, as that scope tries to find him still, and an M4 picked up by Apex in the middle of all of this, Jacob's got a chance to blow this round out of the water for the ace
Don't miss
and
again.
the 1v3, but it's too much to ask. Apex hits him from behind. And after all of these close rounds made possible by Apex and Co's light buys, this one breaks through.
We've got 2 5-7 commercials. I didn't know they were a sponsor of this event. Incredible round on lower to stop this hit from coming in. It's a little lifeboat here for Vitality. Get your mind right off that round. Look to make it a rifle afterwards. Xtaz only going to be so happy, right? Because on the one hand, you win, you stop FaZe a little bit, you try to steal the momentum. Not being able to stop FaZe's momentum has been a conversation from some of the other teams at this event. But on the other side, Xtaz didn't have much to do with this win, right? In terms of the sustainable, greater picture of this match, that round, he hopes for it, he doesn't plan for it. Now here comes the plan.
To stop FaZe momentum, that's the challenge. And a 5-7 looks like more than enough to do it. Valves keep an eye on that one.
And we were watching that from Jacob's perspective, but Zaiwu missed 3 shots. Not needed, not important. He'll get another chance to play here on CT side. He also did get a kill last round.
Quick tuck into the depths of garage here for Apex.
Be careful with your ammo. There's literally no one better than Robson ramp. Like, just straight up and down.
He's gonna send his grenades inwards, and Robs eats that flash, so
Perfect.
good on him to get over the railing. Smooth movement to escape. That is a strong bit of map control for FaZe at a minute 15. Gets Zaiwu's watchful gaze over towards it.
Rops is fully giving this back up. We don't have Apex is in big garage, so he's not coming down secret to come and support Rops at retaking ramp. That's a less likely play, but something they're thinking about. They're going to have to let him go into Rops
Zaiwu
right
doesn't
now.
have an angle.
And they're not making a preemptive rotation. They're really kind of over-facing on outside. Rops versus everybody.
Oh, it's right there on the door. Good damage on Jacob. He actually takes none in return just yet, so Robs, this is a bit of a shooting gallery, trying to carve a path off both doorways. He does a lot to delay this, I feel.
Oh.
Finally, they're able to break on through. Twist catching Apex will help FaZe to follow downwards. And all while Frozen just stays in this corner. There are going to be 3 kills to be had, but it goes to Zaiwu's favor. He's able to clip one before Frozen strikes, pushes this clutch onto Mezzi's shoulders.
Yeah, that's an interesting one because
Bomb's dropped, still on the doorway.
It's Zaiwu's kill that actually made this happen.
He backs
good
up.
clutch.
Because he doesn't understand why there's not a plant. He thinks maybe it had gone up the vent to A. That's why he thinks about the heaven ladder. Now it's all just going to confirm. Things were delayed by Zaiwu.
He's got a smoke and a kid.
Oh, and a chance at the headshot towards Twist in the distance. Mezzi gives himself the flash. He's got a smoke as well if things get desperate. Kerrigan just remains with head tucked down beneath, and they both layer that peak, one behind the other.
Yeah.
FaZe supporting each other in a time of need. As Zaiwu slips the net and catches that bomb carrier, good on Frozen, and then good on Twist to make sure Kerrigan doesn't have to get that last fight on his own.
Mezzi almost punished them for failing to set up properly in the 1-on-2 last time. This is the proper example of how that works. The guy in front can take aggro. The guy who's got a safe position can come out to instantly trade. So Kerrigan very carefully sneaks into this angle, and Mezzi doesn't really have a chance. Off the Xtaz tack, FaZe win. I think that was theirs, right? Xtaz was talking, but either way.
Vitality's purchase back in. It's going to cost them everything. Who's he trying to play ahead of this smoke? Ooh, interesting move. Trying to tether alongside Rops, who eats that flashbang. Oh, they get the fight back to their favor, but it does cost Kerrigan half his health. Okay, Twists. Sure, Flames, he's able to strike again, just whittling one off of the middle of the pack, right? Much like last round, over towards ramp. Just a piece of Vitality.
Oh, they're always stealing something. They're always stealing a base here.
FaZe just keep this pressure up all across the map. The beauty of FaZe is the power of individuals and the confidence they bring to the table. If they sense an opening, they will strike. And so Twist will do it towards this upper site.
It's incredible how good Twist has been, how good Twist is right now. All these nuke victories from FaZe. You have to pay attention to the guy they brought back into the lineup. 6-1 for FaZe. The thing about this plan from FaZe, they know what's going to happen. The one round where FaZe made it an upper hit, Vitality responded right. They just didn't get the trades. Twist came in through mini, overwhelmed them. They had 3 points of attack. They really capitalized on that. Every time it's been outside, Rops, Apex, they're trying to take big garage so they can catch the lurks, because it's either going to be Twist or it's going to be Kerrigan pushing a smoke. Obviously, you need to know which way he's going to go, if it's going to be credit card or into big garage, but he does that very often. Every time that they played there, it hasn't been a problem for FaZe. This round, the flash is perfect. How many times are you seeing Rops get hit directly with a flashbang in this match? The perfect flash on ramp when he was playing in that way behind the box. He's trying not to play his favorite angle by the wall, because that's what he normally does. You just never see Rops this vulnerable, ever.
Targeted utility makes his job all the more difficult. You see it inside a garage as well, so best of luck, Rops, as this game goes on. He's still the one that's been able to post the most amount of kills for Vitality, but they have not come easy, I'll tell you that.
If you ask me honestly, I am seeing a plan to respond to this defaulting outside over and over again. It's just not better than FaZe's yet.
Apex is going to try to get tricky. This is such a one-and-done spot, man. So difficult to escape from here. But you can usually catch heads climbing over.
He's missing everything right now.
Oh, man.
He's looking for the wrong target. Flames, he might pre-aim and miss. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, he's got it.
But does he anticipate more? There's bodies downstairs as well. They're going to try to get this chase on. A second inside of the corner, but the flash! Where's that come from?
Whose flash was that?
All of a sudden, you've got Vitality blind in the corner again.
No, that couldn't have been a T-flash, right? They were running through that door together. Maybe it was to blind the first guy. Incidentally got them. Now they're in a 3v3, but you got 3 guys up or 3 guys lower.
This is an excellent...
You tell me who you'd rather be.
Fantastic spot for FaZe Clan. Still, I think what's going to make them nervous here is the fact there was already so many players downstairs.
The thing is, without the rotation preemptive, this smoke goes down, vent control is taken, the plant is inevitable. And if the CTs don't have control side before this retake comes in, their odds of getting the first kill go down dramatically. It doesn't even look like they're going for it right now.
What you're telling me is Vitality are about to save.
We'll see.
Zywoo taking a look at it, kit to be picked up on the retake attempt if it's to come in.
Oh man, they actually decided they were already going to lose that round. No. When we cast them versus Spirit, we said this is not Vitality, and it feels like that again. No, they're only here because they won that match eventually. But how many free maps are in this finals?
The moment FaZe pulled off the miraculous victory yesterday.
Man, I'm not sure how that shook out. It feels like Apex did have 2 bodyguards coming up secret to clear out the space that he wasn't watching. He did know there were cross smokes. He could have seen ahead, I think, if he looked for it. And oh, it's Flames' own fly.
Okay.
Okay, now that
Mystery
looks
solved.
You know, to the layman, that looks really stupid. But in reality, he's throwing that flash so they can fall back around the corner, not expecting the full-on chase, just wanted to dissuade them from coming out of the door at all. So, unfortunate situation. They had to fight in that spot, but it's a little clumsy, and it cost them the round.
Yeah, it's an error, but it's definitely a forced error. Get it out of him. Don't let them fall back. Don't let them hold that bomb site. If I'm FaZe Clan right now, I don't let Vitality breathe. I think that's why Xtaz comes through with his second timeout. First one was after round 5 when they picked up the force win. Now this one here after the 8th round of play, because this CT side, it's nowhere to be found just yet.
I'm not sure how this is a real scoreline right now. We're going to have to see how the rest of this half plays out. There's no part of me that believes that Vitality are just going to give up now.
We saw it versus Spirit. Slow start, still came back into the game. We saw them push to their limits all throughout 2025. That ability to claw back has never disappeared. So why would it now and here? Flamesy takes a look into the hut, sees nothing, but
it's a look,
FaZe on the other side.
It's also a footstep.
Tries to just pressure through smoke.
Doesn't see what he's looking for.
Another smoke grenade goes down. Flamesy still on one side of it. Brokey, or rather, Jacob on the other. Little flank here from Apex is gonna find Back's turn. A little too slow to the plate here, FaZe Clan. Flamesy knows what's up now. Poising and posturing for that upper hit. Gives Flamesy all he needs to know, but as he kind of awkwardly works back around these smokes, he's lucky to not get pounced on.
Looks like Apex has saved the day.
Drops another piece of utility. FaZe Clan still just stuck in the mud towards the lobby side, but leave it to FaZe Clan to still try to fight back in a round like this. Flamesy welcomes it, flashbang into the middle of the pack, and we are looking now at the most convincing one from Vitality.
Nice.
5 strong.
It's a shutdown.
This was never gonna be free.
That's a moment where you got to tell yourself, very good. They make an aggressive move outside. It's the one round FaZe don't actually try to take it over, which is, you know, Apex could be conditioned in this moment and be scared to try to push, but he's believing in his own reads. He was also up there on top of Big Garage earlier, Warden in the Watchtower in the couple of rounds now, using that info to his advantage.
They needed that, and good on Xtaz, right off the pause.
Yeah, great to know.
Pull Apex into the action, let him get his game going. Took a bit of bravery to push the bottom of Silo.
Nice.
If you put ZywOo outside where FaZe Clan have constantly had presence, you'll catch one. Flamesy presses his body up against Frozen, but still that hut door busted wide open. Mezzy trying to seek targets here, knows that Jacob's playing front side, and knew Brokey wanted to get into that mix as well. Kerrigan will take what he can. Tech9 downstairs, bomb plant free.
This is the guy with the most kills in Major history, right?
Yes. Yes, it is. You heard that right.
Kerrigan looking for 4 more.
The most kills in Major history. In a 1v4 with a sidearm. But he gets caught off guard. That's half his health down. And the pressure comes from all directions. Steps back up to try to whittle a little off Apex, who is now the second most amount of kills in Major history.
Right, now I just walked by that, but what's the full stat? It was that before this started.
That Dupree's record was today going to be passed. We look into the server, we have 2 legends of the game who've been here for so long, 2 of the oldest dogs in the pound, in Apex and in Kerrigan. And with the kills they've already secured in this first half alone, the most kills accumulative at all majors.
So they've got a side bet going on. They don't really care who wins.
Just
they
a little
want to
more
make sure
beat.
they've got more frags than the other, yeah.
Good.
We're here to have fun, right?
Kerrigan scout looking out her. You know, ZywOo's been signing up to try to push this back. And so if you think you're going to catch him with his scope also, well, you'd be wrong. He leans further back towards Hell instead, and Apex is going to take up responsibility towards the garage. And Kerrigan, seeing no resistance, will be happy to just keep on tiptoeing his way ever closer. And remember, we look at Kerrigan because he's trying to find first contact, but the real threat of this one for FaZe is that AK in Twist's hands. It's not just any day of the week either. Twist is having a phenomenal start, but he'll get chopped down to size by Apex. That's a good duel to win, considering the Canadian's form.
I don't know. I mean, I keep hearing ZywOo miss, and I don't like that.
AK to Brokey's pause instead. Smoke not fully popped open. So ZywOo, you'll find that sitting duck as Kerrigan hopes to just walk on through. Jacob got a Desert Eagle kill to crack open
Robson
the
made
other
noise.
side, and Jacob gets another into heaven.
That's an instant punish, 3-on-2.
We're all so distracted with the fights going down outside
FaZe have taken the floor.
that the hut push off Jacob's sidearm cracks this round wide open.
All the key utility on ZywOo.
Brokey holding that AK-47 that Twist had to offer over. ZywOo gives way to the AK himself, and Flamesy still just trying to find the time to tether. Clean shots get picked up. And as ZywOo applies pressure to the other side, this is a phenomenal moment for Jacob. ZywOo tries to close that gap, and Jacob just keeps this locked in. lets him try to push this forward. Oh, and Frozen closes!
Wow.
3 B's in the name, but that is triple A impact.
And he stays charged. We're wondering, you know, when is Jacob going to get too nervous and start to taper off? No, he's been popping off more and more lately.
We're so distracted with what's going down outside because that's where this entire half has felt like it's been played.
I can't believe he got the second shot. After Flamesy took out his teammate on lower, it was such an easy fight for Flamesy. What a reposition, what a round out of Jacob.
So 2 consecutive all vitality are allowed. Jacob with his highlight of the grand finals so far. Plenty more where that comes from because we play a best of 5. Apex catches one over top of Blue Box.
Ooh, something's got a hold of Apex right now.
Start right now. Vitality yet again here to bounce back in round 12. This half is very much FaZe's name stamped across it. But in the final attempt, Vitality will find their footing again. It hasn't been a total free fall. You've got to stomach the Deagle losses when they are thrown your way. 3 survive for this one. Vitality, 4 rounds of a CT side on a map that we know FaZe can win. This grand final.
Dead memories у слепов.
А сейчас Серый куда ушел?
Просто хату показали.
О! Кори Тейлор что, больной? Прикольно. Это еще с их оригинальным составом.
16 лет.
О, а вы Джорджиса.
Ну он что-то тут какой-то крутой.
Какой крутой.
Маска у него офигенная.
Маска, да, это его лучшая маска. По крайней мере, в сравнении с первым альбомом.
Ну такой маленький.
Так он с меня ростом. Это вообще прикольно.
Все в негативе.
Филипп Кубинский, да? Его фамилия. Это Нео, ты знаешь?
Да.
Но на Нео мышки всю жизнь играл. Типа.
А у тебя не было такого, что на этой зове, которой ты играл, контролится спрей лучше, потому что мышка большая?
О, не-не-не.
Нет?
Ну,
тебе наоборот удобнее было сразу?
Я думаю, если ты привыкаешь, то там уже, да, по-своему.
Пистолетка. Честно, вообще еще ничего не понятно. Счет вроде бы приятный, 4-8, но...
Вообще непонятно. Даже если Виталий сейчас дают писик, ничего не понятно. Но я надеюсь,
если Виталий сольют пистик, то будет приятно в любом случае. Загоняют.
Рамфу отдали, там только, да, Фрозен под Б. Что за смог? Фрозен, ты че, гонишь? Ай-яй-яй. А, подожди, они уходят. Смог в стекла, но это бред полный. Смотри, смог в стекла. Типа, это если бы теры дали смог в стекла, это было бы прикольно.
Тебе говорят Кубский его, а не Кубинский.
А?
Кубский.
Кубский, сори, Кубский.
Двое игроков команды FaZe уже по лицу получили. 10 хп остается. Ладно,
Яков, пистолкин, пожалуйста.
Ебать.
Яков, давай еще вантапчик. Вантап. Вантап дал!
Да, еще,
да сука, что вы не показали,
блядь? Как они его скипнули?
Ладно, это клатч.
Он троих отъебал. Просто троих отъебал.
Смотрите, сейчас Эйс Роб сделает.
Кстати,
Самое
вот он
жесткое,
может.
что он вместо Рейна
Что происходит?
очень хорошо
Бля,
стреляет.
как же охуенно,
Очень.
когда у тебя есть чел, который очень больно стреляет с пистолета.
Пистики, они решают многое,
20
да.
секунд, Робс, торопись.
Да не,
тут, Ром, тут уже все, там бани пачка лежит.
Не факт. Фрозен легко может умереть, если что.
15 секунд.
Нет, ну блять.
Трипл
Умница,
килл,
нахуй,
Якоб.
Джейкоб.
Повтор, пожалуйста. Как обычно, пиздик. Опять в КД, ну, типа, он получил опять 3 КД. Ну, 3.
Я туда
Смотри.
прихожу, когда мы...
Смотри.
Очень... Это вот это, я не знаю, как можно
И вот
так
это,
убить двоих.
вот это вот. Оп.
Идеально
Ой,
прицел поставил.
конечно.
Не, ну вот двоих убить вот так на стейрсах, это ж полный пиздец. 2 глока убить.
А сколько Якобу лет? 19, 20? Прям очень молодой, по-моему.
Молодой, но лет 20.
Мне кажется, 21. Или 23, или 21, что-то такое, мне кажется. Не
Думаю,
форс отдаю
21,
10.
я тоже думаю, 21 вроде.
Отдают, ну, конечно, отдаю 10, да.
А нет, тут за атаку Витальтини камбэк. Ладно, 1-0. Отпустил. 3-0 ставка сдохла.
Не. Если что, вчера Виталий камбэкнули такое, что...
Ну, тут за атаку нереально камбэкнуть. Бля, я вспоминаю, как ты на 12-6 спиритов это сказал. Вы с Хучом это сказали, и все, ни одного раунда они не взяли.
Это якобы первый мажор, да?
Да. И в финале уже.
Бля, как
я
Якобы...
говорю, это Топсон, понял? Топсон с Доты.
На самом деле, Якобы даже жалко, как его хуесосили в моменте, когда он только пришел.
Конечно.
Ой, твист,
Молодцы, идеально.
Это он очень быстро их убил всех.
Знаешь, в чем
ЦП9.
прикол? Ну, а Зея, когда пришел, как Зеиха хуесосили. Просто
Слушай,
неимоверно.
Звейха до сих пор хуярит сейчас.
Нихуя себе.
Да.
Нихуя.
Ну, я хуй
Слушай, говорят, что у Джейкоба $15 прайс-пул. Ну, он выиграл 15...
Нет, 15 тысяч вроде там.
$15 тысяч, да, Ирникс.
Понял.
Фейсклан.
Бля, мне очень нравится фейсклан, когда убивает твист.
Мне
Пиздец.
нравится, когда Фейсклан убивает Керригана, если честно.
Мне когда Керриган идет плюс-минус КД, если вот Керриган идет 0.9, это, ну, 0.85-0.9, это идеально, просто идеально. Если Керриган идет 1.20, это очень все плохо.
Ой. Как в руки по ебалу настрелял.
А еще и прыгали вдвоем.
А что за Иву там?
А там Флеймзик это убивает креста, слышишь?
За его 11-1.
За его 8-8.
А нет, ебать настроение хорошее.
9 на 8. А, 8-8?
8-8.
Да, 8-8.
11, что ты сказал?
11, потому что я себе лазерную коррекцию делал, блядь.
Ебать.
Нихуй
Тебя
наделал.
наебали, тебя наебали.
Пиарил, блядь.
Может, ты будущее теперь
Да, скажи,
предсказываешь?
где делал, чтобы я туда не пошел. Случайно.
Ты туда не дойдешь.
Прикинь, реально будет 11-11 у него. Шанс очень большой.
А, то есть ты коррекцию делал, чтобы ты будущее видел, блядь?
Да. Бля, нет такой хуйни, как будто Виталий возьмут сейчас этот раунд.
Есть. Я думаю, они походу возьмут. Не, если посмотреть на карту, что сейчас происходит.
Что, блядь?
Все, назад,
Все,
назад.
отойди. Ну дальше надо было идти.
Все. Все, пизда ему, это понятно. Что там дальше? Дверь выходит.
Ну,
Петель должны упасть. 3. Нет,
Нет,
сейчас
будет
ставить.
ставить.
Вот на этот спот очень много ставят, на
Флешка.
этом мажоре. Так, ну тут должен Дайву падать. Нет,
Дайву
убивает.
умер.
Он еще и ходит. Он в
Нет.
будку ушел.
Броки, пожалуйста.
Да не, 2 в 3 разрулили.
Да.
Не, ну Джейкоб это не возьмет.
X-Ray уберите, пожалуйста. Ну или так сделайте, да. Нет, точно не возьмет. Он убивает типа, забирает АК и сейвит. Даже АК не хочет. Ну ладно. А, вот АК, да, где-то тут под ним лежит АК. Давай, додумайся, забери.
Увидел? Нет.
А, видел? Посмотрел, есть ли АК.
Нет, АК не было.
Да, не было.
Сука, блядь. Мэзи жестко отпикал.
Саня, а ты в четвертьфинале играл без стикера. Тебе прислали вот эту, ну, кубок вот этот в
Нет,
контре?
у Броки он.
А, он у Броки.
Да.
А в ХЛТВ тебе написали, что ты четвертьфиналист был?
Не, ну в ХЛТВ, да, но ХЛТВ это ХЛТВ.
Ага,
Мне понравилось, как просто кубок отдался другому типу, блядь. Это если бы Спирит выиграли мажор, то...
Из-за количества.
Зонтикс бы получил вот этот... Помнишь, я сегодня говорил Джелю? Ебать,
Да,
красиво
ебать
выглядит.
красиво,
Прикинь,
да.
у Зонтикса появилось то же самое.
Ну, классно.
Прикольно,
бесплатно.
Рейн может выиграет такой.
Да, Рейн получит,
Да,
если они выиграют. Джейкоб не получит.
Бля, ебать. Даже и призовые
Ну, это
получит,
жесть.
да, со стикеров тоже Рейн?
Да, но они там...
Пошарят, типа,
Да,
да?
да, типа будет все четко.
Но мы еще подумаем.
Ты
Мы
уже
с
ушел из
Рейном
команды,
подумаем.
блядь. Подумаешь ты там.
Не, Саня, если что, тебе вместо девайса слот всегда свободен.
Это такой болельщик FaZe, которого
Это SEO
постоянно...
Хатратив, SEO Хатратив.
Ты знаешь, короче, вот эта ситуация с Ромой, это такой болельщик, что каждый раз, когда я с ребятами с FaZe клана общаюсь, мне надо им 6 раз напоминать. Вы помните, там есть Роман Макрийский, который...
Ну ты уже пиздишь.
Не, Рейн его, кстати, помнит.
Да.
Вот Рейн помнит, но там тяжело забыть.
Да, из-за фотки помнит. Так у него уже есть.
Твист не получит, да.
Слышишь?
Да.
Даня написал в чате, у него уже есть.
У кого что? А, ну за четвертьфинал вот это.
Да, получается.
Даня какой?
Даня Донг в чате написал.
Даня,
Пишет,
здорово.
Яко получит, Твист не получит.
Серьезно?
Даня
Даня написал?
Да, Даня.
Да, написал, у него
Привет,
уже
Даня.
есть. Это про Зонтикса.
У него уже есть?
Ну, за плей-офф, скорее всего.
В смысле? Ну, что у него уже есть?
Не, ну... Еще не выдавали.
Да он говорит, наверное, про победителя мейджора у него уже есть.
Хорошо, что Броки ушел.
Да, хорошо, что Броки тогда ушел с фейзов.
FaZe
Помнишь,
могут
как ты играл?
выиграть?
А?
Хорошо, что Броки тогда кикнули, и ты играл мажор тут. Охуенное время было. Сейчас бы там, бля, Саня, вернись в контру.
Я буду только рад, если FaZe выиграют, поверь.
Не, так давай.
Раньше, вот когда вот, скажу так, типа, когда вот Нави выигрывали этот Копенгагенский, я же тогда еще был по Нави, ну, я же говорю, эго, типа, берет, типа, сейчас, второго тоже убьет.
Ух ты, пострелял как хорошо.
Блядь. Так что пострелял хуёво просто.
Керриган,
это папа Керриган, блядь. Че ты расстраиваешься, братан? Не кисни, ебать, FaZe выигрывают, блядь. Ты сколько, блядь, болел, нахуй, 10 лет, блядь.
Прикинь, 10 лет болел, FaZe не выигрывали.
Броки
когда нас они выиграли в этом, в Бухаресте. А нет, в Бухаресте это было в Бельгии, в Антверпене, когда FaZe.
Блядь, папа Керриган, блядь.
На FaZe или за
Да
Нави?
он заебал уже.
Папа Керриган, блядь.
Сань, что ты хотел про Нави рассказать?
Когда в Антверпене... Что?
Что ты хотел про Нави в Копенгагене рассказать? То, что что-то у тебя там было, не было.
Ну, типа, то, что я приехал, они выигрывают, понял игру каждую.
Я понял.
И именно, ну, я понимаю, что мое, ну, типа...
Внутренняя душа.
Ну, внутри, типа, я не хотел, чтобы они выиграли, знаешь. А вот сейчас, когда я уже не в Нави и не FaZe, когда они играли, ну, я искренне болел за Нави, ну, потому что это организация,
Ну, да, да,
типа,
я понял.
моя любимая организация.
Брат, если сейчас за
И
его
мне-
никого не убьет, 11-11 будет. То, что ты видел.
Да-да-да.
Ебать, а можно мне такую же операцию?
Да,
ебать?
хорошо, вот это говорю.
Запишите меня тоже, пожалуйста.
Ты же только что выписался.
Да, уже записывайте снова.
Хорошо.
Я Керриган вообще
О,
красавчик.
сейчас, он сейчас реально за Иву падает. Или нет? Нет, за Иву еще жив.
Лучший,
Да,
блядь,
вот это
красава.
красиво,
Там же
блядь.
Броки охуенно
Жесткий
сделал.
килл.
Когда, кстати, Рома болел, он так ни разу не сделал.
Не успевал, он,
Забираю
моделька
ОП.
не двигалась.
Один второй тип.
Когда я за
Забыл
него
хуй.
болел,
Данька,
нахуй,
привет
ногами
тебе.
играл.
Чат, можете сердечек Дане отправить?
Данька, мне понравилось, как ты вчера зарейджил. И сразу после этого минус 4 дал на Дасте. Помнишь?
Ну, конечно, помню.
Я вообще помнишь, тебе я говорю, понял, я понимаю,
мне?
что...
Да. Да это мне вчера
Ну,
не
типа, не
говорил.
зарейджил, а тильтанул чуть и, ну, типа, со злостью, и просто их уничтожил.
Да,
В следующем раунде.
мы
Когда тебя Авик еще дропнули, и ты дал флик. Когда тебе было 10 кп.
Подожди, 4 в 2. Какой шанс это выиграть? Блядь, да большой там, сука, Роб с Авиком.
Шанс? Не-не-не, FaZe точно забирают.
Еще знаю про одного.
Найс.
Бирмингем. Затащит ли он?
Зацелили первому, подзацелили второму, один в один Месси. Бля, как он жестко это делает. Бомба стоит под...
Твист его ёбнет.
Не, он просто убежит от него, смотри. Он пойдет сейчас в стекла, сейчас чекнет.
А, так он реально берет 1 в 3. Все.
Да.
Диффузов нет. Твист калаш не подсовил. А нет, есть хп?
Сука.
Не, ну это выиграть нереально все равно для Витьков.
6-12, как было и...
Но тут уже...
Ой, 6-11.
Тут реально нереально. Дань, мы, если что, тебя приглашаем в 100 Зивс к нам.
О, боже, блядь.
На роль старплеера.
Куда к нам, блядь?
Это SEO.
Какой-то SEO, блядь.
Мини-SEO.
Ром, у тебя очень смешной был пост, когда Рейн ушел из фейзов. Я очень сильно долго смеялся.
Когда Рейн ушел из фейзов, я ему 10 раз предлагал, говорю, хочешь какой-то текст написать, я отправлю Рейну. Так и не сделал.
Я застеснялся.
Ну, конечно.
Так он же не ушел из контры.
Ну, считай, ушел.
Нихуя. К нам Даня сейчас приходит.
Да, правильный тайм-аут взял.
Блять.
Правильный тайм-аут взял.
К нам Даня.
Очень важный сейчас раунд.
Да. Даня, Саня.
Сань, ну приди.
А?
Ну приди к нам в эту студию. По ЗП договоримся. Вадя будет платить тебе ЗП.
Да, охуенно ты, ебать, придумал, нахуй.
Да нет, что, я не против.
Нет, Сань,
Вадя мне платил ЗП.
Сань, просто надо бесплатно в какую-то тир-1 команду пойти, а Вадя тебе будет платить ЗП, которую ты бы хотел там видеть.
Он мне по-братски назовет 1500, нахуй, в месяц.
Нормально!
Блядь. О нет,
А Керриган это выиграет.
Лучший, блядь! 36, блядь!
Не, блядь! Сюда нахуй!
Папа Керриган!
Блядь, просто отъебал их
Смотри,
нахуй.
какой он в фокусе. Он же обычно радуется, там кричит. Но сейчас это только первая карта. Вот.
Блядь, хорошо, блядь.
Да, болельщики кричали или нет?
Да.
Брат, порадуйся за Керригана, бля. Папа Керриган! Ебать, ему, кстати, Пампикс очень жестко Керригану пульку въебало.
Он очень жестко сыграл.
Найсин!
О.
Ну все, да успокойся, блядь. Что ты так эмоции тратишь?
6-12. Денег мало.
Денег нет.
Send them home.
Не, брат, если выиграют фейзы, все эти шутки, которые говорили с Роми 3 стейджа подряд, это, блядь, это пиздец.
Если выиграют фейзы, ты выиграешь $1 000 000.
Нет, я вообще в ахуе. Ром будет проходить, да?
Ребят, Виталити 3-1.
Может быть.
Отличная флешка.
Ох, как хорошо пострелял у нас Роллс. Ну это...
Не, ну если так Керриган не убивает,
это единственный шанс забрать фейзом карту.
Черепашка ниндзя, блядь.
Очень сильно играют сейчас фейз. Очень. Но это всего лишь нюк, ребят.
Это всего лишь нюк, да. Даст уже будет пиздец.
Следующее будет вообще жесть. Я вам серьезно говорю, следующее, мне кажется, будет 1-1 после сразу, моментально.
А если они возьмут Даст, это будет пизда. Но я не знаю, как им взять Даст.
Как это промах был?
Какая? Первая карта фейзы. 13-6.
Команду FaZe. Они ведут 1-0.
Смотри, как он в фокусе. Они даже не радуются сильно. Посмотрите.
Конечно, в чем смысл? Best of 5, чего радоваться?
Смотри.
О!
Good job, boys. Good job. Да и эти не сильно тильданули.
А это кто? Это мы.
Что там?
Да, прикольно.
Красная фотка.
О, вы же Элем, крутая фотка. Это нас в ТГ.
3-1, так 3-1.
Это Джель было.